Hello viewers, today for the unboxing and initial opinions of, we have the Vtech VG101-11 telephone, cordless telephone, handset speakerphone. Now, I don't know when this came out. I don't really pay much attention to modern telephones or what's currently on the market because I just don't really have a whole lot of interest in it, but I needed some telephones at work, so I was taking a look at what was out there, and I found it intriguing that this design of the model, which has been around for several iterations over the course of, I would say, at least 2 decades now, has got yet another iteration and is still on the market. The main difference that it seems to be with this one versus the previous ones is that this one has the handset speakerphone. The 6114, which was the model that came before this one, did not have the speakerphone, and that was very consistently a comment that people had about the model, both in like Amazon review sections and on some of the material that I've posted as well. So it looks like Vtech listened to the customers, which is good, and they redesigned the model to have speakerphone. Of course, that jacked up the price a little bit. At the time of this taping, this telephone was $18 and change, somewhere around 50 cents. Whereas the previous model, the 6114, I remember seeing that for as low as like $13. With that being said, I believe this phone is still significantly the cheapest one available today. I think most all the other ones, the entry or economy level models, are in the 30s. So this one is significantly cheaper, and really $18 for a full featured cordless phone I think is pretty good in this day and age. You know, with how much everything has inflated over the last couple of years, $20 doesn't get you much anymore. So let's open this up and see what we got inside here. It comes in a basic cardboard box, just with an image there, nothing fancy, no high gloss color packaging and stuff like that, which is just a waste of money. Got a nice basic package. Fairly easy to open. Package contains the base, cordless handset, AC adapter, telephone line cord, battery pack, and the slow start guide. Receive a special discount when you register your product. I don't know what that discount is. I can't imagine they'd be doing like a rebate or something for a phone this cheap. We got the cord and the AC adapter, neither of which are wrapped in plastic, which is good. This is the power adapter. It just looks like a looks like some cheap knockoff thing. It is 6 volts. Output 6 volts, and the date code is 2239. I suppose it could be 39th week of 2022, I don't know, who knows. Okay, so now the phone itself is in here, covered in plastic. Great. I'm not really sure what purpose that serves. Okay, so we got a battery here, which is 300 milliamps nickel metal hydride, 2.4 volts, same capacity, size, same plug shape they've been using for years. Very easy to find these, cheap to replace. Oh boy, it's covered in QR codes. It looks like this could be expanded to add more handsets. Just curious if it says how many handsets. Looks like 3 is as many as it can handle. The base has all this stinking plastic film on there. Which is a total waste of materials. And same with the handset. It's got something over the screen. It's got something all around the edge here. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So the battery goes in like this. Plugged in pretty easily. Cord fits nicely. Slips up like that. Okay. This thing is twisted a million times for some reason. It's totally unnecessary. And plug this in, and this is saying out of power or no, out of range or no power at base, because it's there is no power. And I'm just going to steal this phone line from my other cordless phone here. Face is wall mountable, standard simple wall mount, which is good. And then I guess the cords are supposed to go through here, which is always kind of an annoying process. All this, that wasn't too bad. The base is very lightweight, so it could go flying off the table, but it does have rubber feet on the front, so it seems to kind of hold in place. Okay, but even just the weight of this cord here is pretty easily pulling it along. Comes with this phone cord, which looks to be a pretty standard length. I'm sure that works just fine. Alright, so there's the base. And the phone itself is asking us to set the date. So today is, I gotta look at the date on the calendar. It is the 22nd of February, so I've got this totally wrong here. How do we go back? 2, 22, 23. Okay. Some hair or something on there. Okay. And the time is 11:52. Time to go to sleep. 11:52 p.m. Okay. So it looks, sounds, and feels like, as far as the software is concerned, a regular Vtech phone. or AT&T phone. And what I've found for the last several years, Vtech and AT&T phones are pretty much all the same with a different plastic shell on the outside. So I suspect, even though this one is only $20, this probably works just as well as the $40 and $30 models, just with a different shell on the outside. In comparison to the 6114, it's very similar handset wise. It looks similar, the button layout is similar, the numerics are similar. I kind of liked that the 6114 had that kind of old, not 8-bit sounding, but that old like analog kind of sound, piezo in it for the touch tones and the ringer. This has a more refined digital sound, you know, like all the regular more expensive models do. I suppose this is what more people would prefer, but I happen to like the other one. And the handset itself is pretty ergonomic. The shape actually kind of reminds me of the Uniden 1580, which is one of my personal favorite telephones. It's very similar. In fact, it's extremely similar in button layout and appearance. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this phone. The buttons are pretty big. Talk and off are not backlit, and they really should be. You know, they light the numbers, which are the only standard thing on a phone. I mean, you go to any phone and the buttons are all the same. The number keys are all the same. It's these function buttons and everything that are different. Alright, let's see what we got here in the menu. We got a phone book. I don't know if you're seeing what's on this screen or not. The screen is not the greatest I've ever seen. The contrast is a little bit poor. It's actually kind of more visible without the backlighting on. Caller ID log, which of course is empty because I haven't used the phone yet. Ringers, let's see what we got for ringers. Oh, that's got a good volume to it. Pretty good range, goes all the way down. That's a lot louder than the 6114 ringer was. That's nice and loud, not bad. See what kind of settings we got. Maybe there's a contrast setting. Language. No, there's no contrast. Alright, so not a lot of features to it. You just got the phone book and the caller ID, which is really all you need. A couple ringers. Well, let's make a call here and see what it sounds like. Buttons have a good feel to them, they're responsive. The font is very clear, easy to read. Whoops.
M&T Bank thanks you for your call. Good morning. Today is Thursday, February 23rd. 12:01. Current temperature 39 degrees. Partly to mostly cloudy, some rain, snow, and sleet. High today 42. Rain likely tonight, low 35. Thursday mostly cloudy. Chance of rain in the morning. High 48. The weather phone is another community service of M&T Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's not the best sounding speakerphone I've ever heard, but it's plenty loud and clear, and nothing wrong with that at all. I'm gonna call them again and I'm gonna listen through the earpiece just so I can get an idea of what it sounds like. That's going to be a bit too loud. Yeah, it's loud and clear.
12 o'clock. Current temperature 40 degrees.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that either. Alright, well the speakerphone has got plenty of volume and it's pretty clear. The earpiece is clear and loud. Ringer's got good volume. Alright, so this seems like a pretty good phone. I think for the price, it offers a lot of promise. I'm going to have to wait and see, you know, how long it lasts, how long the battery holds a charge, and how good the range is outside around the house, and you know how good the pickup on the speakerphone is and things like that. And I'll find those out over time, but right out of the box here, it looks like it's pretty good.